Today, our champion, Phil Harris of Dorchester, faces the challenge of Dave Richards of Woburn on Candlepin bowling. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Candlepin Bowling. I'm Don Gillis, and speaking for the whole crew, we are glad that you could join us right here at the fairway in Natick, Massachusetts for 3 strings of Candlepin bowling, total pinfall determining our winner. Each of our bowlers takes home a permanent souvenir. These are provided by Week's Trophy of Lynn, Massachusetts. Each bowler will take home some guaranteed prize money. $1,200 of that is guaranteed. $700 goes to the winner, $350 to the runner-up, $50 available to the winner of each string, and obviously if they tie a string, then we split that at $25 apiece. Several other ways for our bowlers to make money. Most of you are familiar with them, but I'll remind you as the program goes along. Right now, let's talk to today's bowlers, shall we? Hi, Dave. I'm not sure whether we gave you an easier opponent than Jim Putney, but that was when you were on once before, because Bill had a great day the last time.
Yeah, anybody that makes it on this show has got to be a good bowler, and they're going to be tough competition no matter who it is.
I understand that you're doing pretty well on the Pro Bowlers Tour, is that right?
Yeah, I'm sitting 13th right now overall on the tour.
There's a lot of people in there, too.
Yeah.
I don't have to tell you that. And those roll-offs that you get into, and it seems like there's always 2 or 3 guys that roll just a little bit better until you finally win one, huh?
Always happens, yeah.
I noticed, too, that you're working for MVP Sports. That's no, I suppose that's not why you have those trousers.
No, nothing to do with it.
Well, Phil, let's see. You had a big, big day. How many thousand people did you bring from Dorchester today?
Not as much as last week, but we got about 10, 12 people.
That's all?
Yeah, we had a lot last week.
Boy, I guess so, yeah. It was really great to have that number of people, and they showed fantastic enthusiasm for you. And I'm sure everybody over at Lucky Strike's very proud of you, right?
Sure.
Okay. Nice to see you again. Nice to see you today. We'll get underway right after this.
Candlepin Bowling is sponsored in part by Cotter True Value, the You Can Do It hardware store.
It's no secret.
All right, getting us underway, our challenger, Dave Richards. Fine start. Almost a strike. Just the kingpin, the 5-pin. That's the only one still standing. For a spare? Yes. Dave made his only previous appearance on our program a couple of years ago, back in May of 1990. That was when Jim Putney was having his big streak. All right, he has dropped 8, but he would have preferred, obviously, if 1 or 2 of the pins nearer to him had stayed up as object pins, because the corners are full right now, 7 and 10. He's got a couple of pieces of wood. He would love to have them come a little bit closer to where number 1 would be instead of number 2. It was a good try. So now he will go for 1. And he has spare with an 8 fill and a 9. Now our defending champion, Phil Harris. Phil won his championship last week, beating Dave Dupuis. He rolled a 388 in doing it. He's got diamond right, well, basically diamond middle, I should say. He also had the 6-pin, so basically he had 1 and 2, 3, 5, and 6, and he makes it an 8 box. Too full on the head pin. Got a little more action. Now he's looking at 2, 4, 7 on the left. 9-pin alone, but some wood between the 2 and the 9. 3 pieces, actually. And he used them and made it. All right, Dave Richards right now is looking at the 4-pin And the 10-pin. Nope. It's a 9 as he leaves the 10-pin. Right now, Dave has a league average of 125. He's got a spare leave over on the right, 6 and 10. Yes. Now Phil Harris, our defending champion from Dorchester. His league average 117. Just 4 as a fill on his spare, and he's left with 3, 6, 1, 3, 6, and 9 on the right-hand side, 4 and 7 on the left, and he leaves the 3 and the 9. Makes it 10. Phil's high single is 191. His high triple 486. He had a 685 in winning his roll-off. Four 7 on the left, 610 on the right. 2 pieces of wood right in the middle. Ralph Stewart calls time. Ball gets loose, gone into the left gutter. And the hand for out. It's an 8. So with the bonus ball still to be thrown by our challenger today, Dave Richards, in pins already down, the score right now is Richards 46 and Harris 40. Our challenger, Dave Richards, working on a spare. Here's the fill. Big strike. I was about to say 9, but I had to wait to see whether the 10-pin was going to go down. It did. Remember, 3 marks in a row in the same string, $50 in bonus money. And 3 strikes in a row, which he came close to having 2 right then as he left 1 pin. He left the 4-pin. Okay, this will be worth $50 in bonus money if he can pick it off. Yes. 3 marks in a row, $50 in bonus money for today's challenger. Now defending champion, Phil Harris. Phil has a spare leave. He's got the 6 and 10 and a couple of pieces of wood right in front of it. Ooh, surprise. He took out the 10 and left the 6. I don't think anybody expected that to happen. Least of all, Phil. He leaves it again. He was hot last week when he rolled a 388. 3 and 6 over on the right, 7-pin on the left. 1 piece of wood. Hasn't decided where it's going to stop, but it appears it's going to stop about where the 2-pin would be. He used that piece of wood to pick off the 3 and the 6. However, he didn't get the 7. He still left it. All right, our challenger, Dave Richards, High single 191, high triple 468. Trying to make it 4 marks in a row. And he has, with another strike. After 3 marks in a row to establish a bonus of $50 in any single string. Each consecutive mark in that same string is worth $50 apiece, as long as he can keep it going. First ball nets him 7. He has the 5, 7, and 8. Made it. He's up to $150 in bonus money and off to an excellent, excellent first string. All right, our defending champion right now has a tough job because he has the 2 and 4 on the left, the 3, 6, and 10 on the right, one piece of wood, and it's in back of the 2 and 3. And basically all he got was 2, 4, and 3. 6 and 10 still there, one piece of wood loose. Ralph Stewart taking a look at it, and it goes into the left gutter, and he waves him on. A 10. As usual, Al Giglio keeping score on the electronic scoreboard, and Keith Williams keeping score on the big board for the folks who are here. Right now, 4 and 7 has to be picked up for a mark by our defending champion, Phil Harris. Ooh, oh, for a moment it looked like he was going to miss it, but he just did get it. I mentioned Ralph Stewart's name. Ralph, of course, is our lob line judge and referee. There he is, all ready for a trip to Aruba. Look at him. Half Worcester right side gets just 2 for Dave Richards. And so the bonus streak stops at $150. All right, it's an 8. Fine start with a 136. Two, 6, and 10. Wood between the 2 and the 6 and 10. And yes! 146. And it certainly would appear right now that he will also win the first string. Unless we have a super couple of more boxes by our defending champion, Phil Harris. All right, 4 more is the Phil. And a fine 150. All right, Phil Harris now working on a spare. He wants these 2 boxes to be big. Ooh. Nope, didn't get a break there. He's got the 3-pin, 4, 7, a couple of pieces of wood just to the right side of the 4-pin. Nope, couldn't convert. One very interesting note is that in the 5-string roll-off, which each of these bowlers had to win in order to get on the program, it's an 8. Each of them rolled a 685. Each of these bowlers has a high single of 191.